better, but you know.
Good afternoon, want-to-be doctors and companions. Welcome to the Totally Geeked Out Whovian stream, where I am talking to a bunch of friends about all things Doctor Who.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Yay!
I can't hum the theme music. I really wanted to.
I know, I almost played it and then I realized DMCA.
Yes.
You're monetizing the stream, they kind of get you for that.
Yeah, they really got me bad for the dance party.
Aw, that's really annoying. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
That wasn't. Well, they didn't take it down. At least they just. I can't ever
Demonetized it, yeah.
Yeah. It was like one morning brew I decided to do a little 30-second teaser for the new series of Sherlock, and yeah, they DMCA'd those 30 seconds, and I'm like,
yeah,
okay,
I'm sure.
Oh, never mind, I'm not arguing.
Yeah.
No worry, Thrax, you will be educated in all things doctor.
That's the
Thrax
plan.
doesn't know about Doctor.
Yes. He is not knowing. He is ignorant of, the Whovian universe.
Oh.
Then why is he allowed to live? This is the only question I have.
Because he likes coffee, and he is the guard dragon of the internet.
That seems fair enough. I am here despite not knowing. Good on you, Thrax. Good on you.
So you have, let me see. Yeah, because if it's Whovian in universe, would it be called the Whoniverse?
We can go with that.
It's like somebody wanted, what did they want? There was an argument a while back as to the new Whovians wanting to call us something completely different. And I'm like, no, we're Whovians.
Yeah.
I forgot the other word.
Actually, in the movie in the 60s with Peter Cushing, his name was Doctor Who. Who was his last name. So I suppose if you count that as canon.
Yeah. Well, like there's I used to be, I think I still am, a member of a couple of Doctor Who groups on Facebook, and every once in a while people start arguing about whether it's the Doctor or Doctor Who or, I'm like, if you look at the credits, depending on the season, depending on the Doctor, it's either the Doctor or Doctor Who in the credits.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Skepo.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
I was in the shower. Hi. I forgot.
Okay.
It's like, I was supposed to be doing something, but I couldn't remember. And then, oh yeah, dude.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Fair enough. Then.
It's like, let me see. My introduction to the universe was with my grandfather and the fourth Doctor, Tom Baker.
Thank you for that. I had to take my mind off Skepo in the shower.
Oh my goodness.
You're welcome.
To be fair, Skepo, I almost hopped into the shower when I got the message. So I was right there with you, girl.
Nah, so I don't feel so bad then. It's better to not be smelly.
Yeah.
That's my motto.
I had a friend who lived in England, or had lived in England, or had friends in England. I'm never entirely sure what happened. But back in the mid-'80s, long before I actually understood any English at mid-'80s, before I understood any English at all, he brought over some, I don't know if it was Betamax tapes or whatever the hell it was, of the Fourth Doctor, late 70s series.
That's a
So
long
I got
time
to
ago,
watch.
Betamax.
I got to watch that when I was 4 or 5, maybe. I didn't understand a word of English, but God, it was good. I've been hooked ever since.
Hey, Dark Art. Yeah, I started with Tom Baker. My grandfather and I, every summer, would never miss an episode because my summer breaks were spent in Miami. And there were a couple of times that my grandfather, who never let anything phase in, with my grandmother standing in front of the television, would very quietly tell her she wasn't made of glass and could she please step 2 feet to the right.
That's funny.
I kept getting all sorts of weird bootleg copies and stuff up until basically the series went on hiatus. Then I didn't really watch much of anything during the 90s. I didn't really discover Big Finish until the series came back on. So I can't.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I didn't really listen to the Big Finish audiobooks until the series came back on. But then suddenly, right out in the middle of fucking nowhere, the Danish state television started broadcasting Doctor Who again when it came back on in back in 5. So, wow, cool. I'm back.
Yeah.
And well,
I didn't know there weren't any doctors from the 4th one, earlier than the 4th one, until I got with my second husband. And then he introduced me to 1, 2, and 3. Because he has all the ones that have been released because he recorded them off the television.
Oh, wow.
You should have him check if he has any lost episodes, just for the hell of it.
Yeah, because in the beginning, with the first Doctor, they would use the same tape over and over again.
Yep. There is a reason why oh god, this is embarrassing. What's the title? The one where the first Doctor regenerates.
Oh my god, I can't remember. Oh!
Anyway, that's lost. I think that's the kind of the holy grail.
Yeah.
Get that back. Get that back and everyone will be happy, no matter how crappy it might otherwise have been.
They'd pay a lot of money for it.
Oh, they pay a crap ton of money for it. I think.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
So was everyone's first Doctor Tom Baker?
Yeah.
Fine.
I know.
Mine was Chris Eccleston.
Ah.
He's a
Right
new
on.
Whovian.
That's actually, if I was going to be introduced for the first time, Chris Eccleston would have been a really good one to be introduced to, I think.
I'm just sad I only had one season with him. I mean, I don't know what it is about him, but he's very charismatic and charming and just draws you in.
Yeah, I think what happened was there was a falling out between him and the production company, from what I could read, and he doesn't really go into many details.
No. But I do get why Eccleston would be a good starter, because he has both the sort of manic Doctor energy. I think Eccleston, to a fairly big degree, while being his own character, of course, to a fairly big degree, sort of mixes and matches Tennant and Matt Smith.
I really don't like Matt Smith, though.
Really? I liked him. Oh, I liked 11.
Yeah.
It just didn't work for me.
But I like the Doctors who are a bit. I
liked him. I kind of liked him because he was the goofy, clumsy, kind of energetic, completely spastic Doctor, which was kind of funny to me.
I kind of like the Doctors. Oh, sorry, I was mansplaining you there for a second.
How rude.
Yeah, I know. No, I won't, please.
Are you going to mansplain or what?
All right. Like I said, I kind of like the Doctors that have that just sort of a bit inhuman, a little bit of hint of they're not. A lot of people like 5. A lot of people like Tennant. I like Tennant, by the way.
5.
A lot, but
5 is the one I hated the most. Peter Davison.
Yeah, me too. By the way.
I want to smack
me too. By
in
the way.
Face. Stupid celery.
Well, during the time crash mini episode, David Tennant has a really good point. It takes a confident man to wear a decorative vegetable. I do kind of like that one.
That little side thing they did where he got to meet 5, that was funny. That
was brilliant. Anyway, my point is, a lot of people describe Tennant as being a very human Doctor, and that's true. And I'm not saying any bad thing about David Tennant. He was by far one of the best Doctors ever, in my opinion. But
yes. He kept the energy going.
Definitely. I personally like the Doctor just a little bit inhuman, that you're never really certain of how it's going to respond. 11, 7, 4 to a certain degree, 2 as well, actually.
Yeah.
You know, I've watched a few of the old episodes, but on Netflix they weren't really in order, so I don't know which Doctors are which. I guess I need to, look at a chart or something.
Well, basically just tell us what the Doctor looked like, and we can probably tell you who it is.
One of them had an extremely long scarf.
That was before.
That's Tom Baker.
That's Tom Baker.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
That's
He
a
got him.
famous doctor, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
He did get on my nerves then.
Blasphemy.
I don't know.
Are you guys caught
I
up?
need to nerd harder. I just was told that. I do really love the Doctor so much that I bought. Well, I didn't buy it. Papa Bear bought it for me. But I have a TARDIS baking pan that I need to make a cake in. I almost made one for today, but I wasn't feeling well still. So.
Oh, that's glorious.
I have the TARDIS version of Yahtzee.
That's
Nice.
what I have. Those are it's small-ish, kinda. It has all the Yahtzee bits inside the TARDIS. I bought it for my stepdad before he passed away. And my mom gave it back to me after he passed away because she doesn't like Doctor Who. So she said, take all the Doctor Who stuff back. I'm like, all right.
I have the pen and paper Doctor Who role-playing game.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I never played it because I didn't have a play group, but I saw it and I figured I have to have that if the opportunity appears sometime.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember when Whoop, go ahead.
I've never played a role-playing game, but that sounds kind of fun.
It looks very fun. I have to admit. I have to say that.
With the right people, role-playing
because,
games can be a lot of fun.
It's Doctor Who. You can do anything. You're not constricted in any meaningful shape or fashion.
Nope, you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly. All right, let's get it over with. We have to do this eventually so people have a thing to fight with. First, our starting doctors have been mentioned. Favorite doctor?
My favorite doctor.
Oh.
Holy crap. I have a tie between 4 and 10.
That seems fair. I have the same, by the way, with 11 and 7 coming in shortly behind them.
I think 9 and 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
Straight up, it's 9.
He was good. I'm really sad they couldn't get him back for the 50-year anniversary.
Yeah.
He's a bit broody, a bit moody.
Yeah. I mean, there were the falling out. I understand why he didn't want to. I'm just saying, I think it's sad.
He could have put on his big boy pants for a day. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he could have. Because I got excited, but right before the 50th anniversary when they were like hinting that John Hurt was going to be the Doctor, and I'm like, yes, I would like to see him as the Doctor. And then they made him the War Doctor, and I'm like, no, don't disappoint me like that.
No.
On the other hand, I actually think John Hurt did a wonderful job with that particular role.
Yeah.
That role
there were
sort
so
of
many
did.
good lines in the show.
Sorry?
There were so many good lines in the anniversary.
Yeah. That particular role, the War Doctor, needed someone of gravitas, and I don't think there was anyone who could have pulled it off with the same kind of, seriousness in his silliness as John Hurt.
Oh, I agree.
I was going to say the thing that annoyed me about Eccleston is like when you sign up to be Doctor Who, you're signing up for the entire experience because, once something's gone on 50 years, whether there was a break or not, it's kind of a big deal. And I know that when they rebooted it, they weren't sure that it was going to be successful. So I don't think he really married himself to the idea of being long-term.
I think you have a point there.
Yeah.
I think you have a point there. But on the other hand, he was out. We got Tennant, and it wasn't a bad. I mean, I love Eccleston, but it wasn't necessarily a bad trade.
No.
To be perfectly honest, I loved Eccleston, but if you see the rating numbers and so on, Tennant probably made sure that the switch to Tennant probably made sure we have a Doctor Who still 12 years later.
Absolutely.
I mean, the series is still running now again 12 years later.
Yeah. I personally think it's because Eccleston did a good job, yes. He brought it in, he reintroduced it, and he introduced it to people that have never heard of Doctor Who. And his energy was there, and it got everybody reeled in. But for me, it was just, he felt like he was somebody playing Doctor Who. He really wasn't Doctor Who. He wasn't the Doctor. When Tennant came around and you found out that he was a super fan, like most of us are, and he stepped into those shoes, he became the Doctor. He was somebody living his dream, and he was doing it the best way possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Nine's still my favorite, but you absolutely have a point.
You have to admit, 10 does make you fall in love with him.
Yes.
Oh.
He absolutely does.
Plus, he's Scottish.
Does anybody else have a love for one of the villains, too?
You mean Missy?
No, the Daleks. I love the Daleks.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah.
I get so excited when I see them. I actually bought a Dalek Christmas ornament last year, and like, it was so bad. I saw them at the store. I took pictures. I squealed. I sent them to Papa Bear with decorate. I was so excited, and I have a little red Dalek for my tree now.
That's so sweet. I had a Dalek pepper shake, but unfortunately it broke.
Aw.
I think it was one of those made back when they first became famous back in the 60s. Oh, sorry, 50s, actually.
Oh, that would have been really cool to have still.
Don't even know where I got it from, but I had it from when I was fairly little, but, well, it's gone now.
I was going to make a stupid joke. Like, did it choose to exterminate itself? Then I was like, I should make that joke. Gosh, sometimes I'm dumb. So, did you guys watch it? Like, catch up and stuff? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Are you all caught up with the new series?
Oh,
I haven't watched the new series yet because
I hate it. Sorry.
I haven't watched the latest series yet. I
hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it. I watched all 5 episodes.
Is it worse than Clara though? Because Clara was getting on my nerves.
It's worse than I think it's worse than Clara. Clara, I really, really did not like, and it's.
Tell me how you feel about it, Skepo.
I know. I finished watching it yesterday. I'm like, I can't go on the stream because I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna bitch about it the whole time. But it really. I was like, are you serious right now? I don't know what they're leading up to. I'm hoping it gets better. Maybe it's the new companion because she's kind of annoying. They're just stupid. Like, why would they write the companion? Like, I don't know. Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
Well, that's kind of like when we had Martha. Martha got on my nerves too.
Well, I kind of understood Martha a bit because, I mean, she came after Rose left. So he was still pining for Rose. She fell for the romanticism of the Doctor, and she was falling for the Doctor and knew that he would never really reciprocate feelings. So, in essence, she kind of got screwed as a character that way.
Yeah.
I think for her, she was kind of dumb. And she was kind of just really one-dimensional, and she just seemed really dumb to me. And for someone who's supposed to be this college student that's really successful, they made her kind of dumb.
My problem, in my opinion, with her was that she simply didn't differentiate herself enough from Rose as a character.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
She was really well played. I mean, there was nothing there. It was just that she wasn't actually very interesting as a character.
Yeah. They didn't write enough of her in there. There wasn't enough development. It was like she was there. She was the unrequited love. She, sometimes she made really poor decisions. It's just, her as a companion sort of reminded me of how they tried to screw over Colin Baker.
To a certain degree, yes. Yes, to a certain degree, certainly.
She was no Rose.
No.
Hey, Tails.
Fucking moo. Hello.
Hello. I was like, Colin Baker got the raw end of the deal because they were trying to sink the show. So they were writing the worst scripts you could possibly think of. And a lot of people don't like Colin's Doctor because of it.
True. To those people, I want to say, track down the Big Finish audio adventures with Colin Baker.
Yeah.
They are so good.
Yeah. I think when my second husband introduced me to the second Doctor, I think he nearly fell off the couch when I said, "Is he playing a recorder?"
Yes, he
goes,
is.
"Yes,
Yes, he is.
I'm like, holy crap! It was one of those things where you're looking at it, going, "Wait."
So I've been watching the newest Doctor Who. I've not actually seen the episode that aired this last weekend. I've not seen that one yet, but yeah, whoever it was that was saying that the new one is very, very cringy. I don't know if it's just because I'm acutely aware of all, the sort of SJW-ism, especially with the BBC, but it did seem to be beating people across the head with the whole idea that, ooh, I'm a lesbian, ooh, I'm dark coloured, and all this kind of stuff.
You're racist. You're blue, so you're dark. The racist.
Yeah.
The whole thing. I was like, are you serious? No.
Yeah, it was like, oh, even in the future, there's gender inequality kind of thing, and I was just like,
Y'all remember the episode where it was David Tennant? I can't ever say his name right because I'm Texan. Get over it. And they're like in the giant traffic jam.
Gridlock, yeah.
Okay, so remember, even in that one, the guy calls the two girls sisters, and they're yelling at him, "We're married," and he goes, "Oh nope, don't believe in that." So even though we have edgelords, even in the future, there's cat-faced edgelords.
I mean, there were always little hints of it here and there. I mean, with Jack. I mean, how can you look at Captain Jack and not, see? But the thing with Captain Jack is that wasn't who he was.
No, though Torchwood sort of put it towards that
Ugh,
for
Torchwood
sometimes.
was awful.
Yeah, there were some episodes of Torchwood I couldn't watch, or I left the room until certain scenes were over and then came back. Because some of the storylines in Torchwood were good, but the ones where they really, zoomed in on his relationship and stuff like that, I'm like, no, I'm good. I know he's, omnisexual or whatever. I don't really need that shoved in my face. But that's okay.
Yeah.
You know which lesbian couple, though, that I really liked was the, oh my gosh, the reptile, what's the name of it?
The Sherlock, the one that was playing Sherlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great
Vestra.
couple.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
Couple, but they didn't really...
Jenny and...
Yeah,
Vestra.
Yeah, Vestra.
Madam.
Yeah, there were talks.
Vestra.
Yeah, there were talks in the Who group saying that there should have been a spin-off TV show with those three.
That was the plan, as I hear.
Now, that would have been great.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even though they were a lesbian couple, it was still, not...
In your face.
Exactly.
No, most of the time it was more like sexual innuendo than than anything.
Yeah, I mean,
it
seemed more like it was for the adults that were watching than.
A wink and a nod.
Yeah,
it acted more like a regular married couple than, okay, it's in your face now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the scene where Jenny thinks that she's being painted. And she's really mapping out the case. Why did you have me like this? Because you look so pretty like that.
Yeah. I mean, there were so many really good moments. I mean, I liked 11 because there were really good moments in 11. I cannot watch Angels Take Manhattan. I cannot watch that because I need a box of tissues.
Ah.
It's so sad, I know.
Is that that's not Goodbye to the Pawns, though, right?
Yeah, that's when we lost my favorite companion of the new era.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of like the Pawns, but I kind of didn't because Rory was kind of a whiny butt.
Really? He was seriously my
Rory.
favorite companion of the new era.
He was like, I mean, he had his boss moment when he was like, I come with a message for the Doctor and a question.
That was probably the single most hardcore moment of of Doctor Who in the last 12 years.
I can't get past all the time he had to go chasing after Amy because she didn't know what she wanted. and I felt like that was just so awful.
Yeah, but I that might just be me, but that made me annoyed at Amy more than Rory, to be perfectly honest.
Well, yeah.
Daughter, she's a redhead. What do you expect?
I kind of wanted to just walk behind her and smack her upside the head and say, "This is a good guy."
Yeah, it's like that one. I forgot the name of the episode where she didn't want to talk to him. They had broken up, and the whole reason that she broke up with him was because she couldn't have babies. And he goes, "I didn't want to be with you for that. I wanted to grow old with you."
Yeah, Rory was really good in my opinion.
Maybe it's just the couple dynamic that bothers me more than anything, because I feel like he got strung along by the nose a lot, and I didn't like that.
Yeah.
That's just not appealing to me when guys get strung along by the nose in any series.
But it's like, some people thought Donna was annoying. I like Donna because
I love Donna.
I like Donna a lot. She was brilliant. She played so good.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. She had enough sass to last forever. I loved her. Maybe that might just be another redhead.
And people said that if she would have come around at the same time as Eccleston, it would have just been like 60 minutes of them sassing each other.
Probably.
Yeah, hey guys, I'm gonna have to drop out now.
All right, Tails. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay.
Bye.
It's like Donna, to me, the only annoying part of her personality was she was oblivious to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, how can you not have all these catastrophes happen around Christmas and you not notice a single one of them?
Yeah, but that was basically for a joke in the first episode where she was deliberately designed to be as annoying as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Catherine Tate even said it. They deliberately just like, no, you're playing it too likable. She has to be more shrill. She has to be more.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I was a huge Catherine Tate fan before she got on Doctor Who. It was like, wow, they got
so
her.
good.
She's gonna be so good.
I get it's weird when you see them in other stuff other than Doctor Who, though. Like watching Tennant in Broadchurch or Capaldi when he was on Midsummer Murders. It's so weird.
Yeah. It was like everybody made a joke when they realized that Capaldi was going to be the next Doctor because they kept referring to the Pompeii episode.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, he was in that.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to ask, and I don't want to sound like I need I don't want to sound like I need to lock into a certain kind of person to play the Doctor, but am I the one who is getting really, really frightened that now that Capaldi is on his way out, they're going to pick some paraplegic black Chinese SJW woman to play the character next time?
Oh,
The way it's going, it wouldn't surprise me. It's
Exactly
really
not.
hitting you over the head with it.
I would hope they would take a lesson from Marvel, though, and realize that doesn't sell.
I'm sure they would, except that this is the BBC, and the BBC is a state-controlled media
And-
organization, so they don't
seen the
particularly
episodes.
need to sell.
Yeah.
What about
There is
merchandise? What about audiobooks?
I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying I don't necessarily think that people who make the decisions have those things in mind when they make the decisions.
I guess you're right on that one.
Our fans too.
Yeah.
But if you've seen like the latest, like the last couple episodes, it's so bad.
I was like, I think it would take a major outcry from all of the fans of the show over there in England in order for them to take a step back and go, okay, maybe we're fucking up.
Yeah. And I've started to like Capaldi. Actually, I really started to like Capaldi in the last series. I think he went through a lot of the same thing that happened back with Hartnell. Honestly, Hartnell was actually a bit of an ass in the very first season.
A bit?
Yeah.
Sorry, I tried to keep it, child friendly. And again, no one really liked Hartnell's Doctor at first, and then they warmed him up a bit, and he actually became very, very well loved. I think it was sort of the same, probably for the same reasons, actually. They wanted to differentiate, not for the same reason, but they wanted to differentiate Capaldi from Matt Smith. So they made him a bit more grumpy and just went a bit overboard with it. Last year, I actually think they struck a fairly good balance. I some of the stuff he did towards the end of the season, particularly in Face the Raven and Hellbent, I thought was astoundingly good acting.
Yeah. There were lots of times in the show where the acting was really good, and sometimes in the show where it looks like they kind of phoned it in every once in a while.
Yeah.
I think what I liked about the transition from 11 to 12 was it was the first time, in my opinion, that it was really, really vocalized and stressed "that is not my doctor" thing.
Yeah, that's true.
They hinted at it and they mentioned it in other regenerations, but it wasn't until Clara literally saying it out loud, "That's not my doctor," that I think it hit a chord with a lot of us, because we have that love-hate relationship every time there's a regeneration.
Yep.
That's true.
So true. I don't know you.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh my God, I hate him. Bring back the other doctor." And then after about halfway through the first season, okay, he's not that bad.
That's what happens, though.
Yes.
You hate you hate the doctor. You go a little bit. You fall in love with them. Then he regenerates, and you hate the new guy.
Yeah.
It's a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
Almost enough to make a chick paranoid.
Yeah. Oh, one of my friends, when I was staying with her for about 90 days, to the doctor, and we started out with 9. And it went from 9 to 10, and when he regenerated, she walked out of her room. She goes, "Please don't tell me there's another doctor every season, because I can't get attached to one, and then every season there'll be a different." I said, No. That's the shortest run. Trust me. They do run longer. Okay.
I mean, the shortest run, well, not the shortest run ever, because that would obviously be 8. But
in terms of full seasons, I think he only had. Yeah. But that was funny. Please tell me this isn't going to happen at the end of every season. I promise. It's not.
Yeah, I didn't know what to think either, because like I just found Doctor Who on Netflix one day and decided to watch one.
Yes.
And I watched the whole first season.
So what episode did you catch first? Did you actually see Rose first?
I saw
the first
Rose.
episode of the new series.
I saw the first episode of the new series with the plastic people first.
Yeah.
And I love bad sci-fi.
Autumn.
Bad B movies, bad sci-fi. I mean, that is my bread and butter. I love that. So
Then you have to go back and see some of the older episodes as well, because some of that really, really bad sci-fi.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like they did the best they could with the
Sure they did, but
budget.
I mean, when your budget is basically £2.50 and you have to get lunch out of that as well,
yes,
there are limits to what you can do.
Like the bubble wrap on the examination table.
Yeah.
Or like seeing the oh my gosh, what was that guy's name? I can't say it. The big dude in charge of all the media.
Oh,
was
the
CGI.
Jackrafess.
Jackrafess, that's it. This is not okay. It's Texan trying to pronounce all this Doctor Who stuff. This is not. I'm from West Texas. Y'all are lucky y'all can understand anything I'm saying. That their thing with the wheels. But no, it's so good, and I love the characters, and the story is so great.
The mighty Jackrafess of the holy heterojasic Maxa Rodenfoe.
Yeah.
You can't say that. That's a piece of cake.
Yeah, I call him Max. Oh, that's so good.
Like the oh my God, now I'm brain farting on the alien names.
The blood control guys.
No, not the blood control guys. I'll come up with it in a second. They had to wear skin suits, and in order to have the exchange, they farted.
Praxicorical Phalipatorians. Yes, I am a bit of a nerd. I remember those kinds of names.
I want to ask the producers of the show, are you drunk, high, or on some sort of drugs when you come up with these terms?
Right?
Yes.
All of the above.
I was gonna say most Brits can't do it either, so you're fine.
What?
Actually, Bronnet, that's one of the things that's really cool about Doctor Who. Yes, there are, after 50 years, there are some plots that get reused now and again, but they can do almost anything.
Yeah.
And that makes it really, really cool.
I really like the steampunk stuff they add to it. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like the different ways that the TARDIS manifests itself, and then, the way they go through the whole process they go through of trying to find who they are through their wardrobe.
Am I, by the way, the only one who's getting I know they sort of had to do it sometime, but am I the only one who's getting really annoyed that they never do the "it's bigger on the inside" anymore?
Yeah, I'm gonna miss that.
I kind of like the episode where we got to see the TARDIS as a human female.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the
Yes.
Doctor's wife. That was really, really good.
But I expected her to be a bit more bossy.
He went and married
I
her.
think I feel I get where you're coming from, but I really like the just really confused kind of thing as well.
Yeah, I like it when she looked at him and he goes, over 700 years and you didn't read the instructions.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
There's a sign outside of my door. What does it say? It says pull. And what do? I push.
What do I call you? You call me sexy. Only when we're alone. Well, we're alone now. Come on, sexy.
It's so good.
Oh,
Of course,
that's
I mean,
Wait,
it was written by what's his name?
Buffett.
No. He's a really famous author. Actually, this is really embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh, then you're gonna know it. Okay. No
Uh-oh.
typing.
I can't remember. That's the problem. I'm actually not looking that up. I'm looking up.
This is a quiz.
Yeah.
do y'all remember the episode with when he comes back to Sarah Jane too?
Yes.
And Rose, and they're talking about him with the TARDIS, like
Reunion.
Neil Gaiman, of course. God damn.
Oh, duh.
Does he still struck pots with the TARDIS? Yes. And then what? Would you two like a room?
Yeah.
they're just like taking off the parts and stuff. Like, you need a moment alone.
It was like I was laughing because it so reminded me of an ex meeting a current girlfriend, and the guy just staying there going, "What have I gotten myself into?"
Yeah.
Well, that's sort of his reaction.
Yeah, it is.
Mickey even tells it. Mickey even says it to him at one point. And
Yeah.
then he has absolutely nothing to come back with.
Yeah.
Of course,
Well, Mickey did the best line, one of the best lines in that episode where he goes, "I'm not the dog."
no. Well, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Mickey kind of grew on me, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I mean, he got screwed over by Rose. Let's face it.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the female companions are absolute arseheads to a lot of the persons in their lives. Let's just be honest about that.
They're kind of like some women who, when they find that romantic icon, they totally ditch everything else around them.
Yeah.
And are just rammed up the butt of the guy that they're into at the moment. So, I mean, it at least they're going with some stereotypes. Social justice hasn't beat that one yet.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. If the Doctor materialized and asked me to come along, I would jump in there in a heartbeat, of course.
Alfie's dad.
Sorry?
Alfie's dad was like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I would have loved for them to expound on? Remember that little short fan fiction kind of trailer thing where Sherlock meets the Doctor?
Oh, yeah. They actually they talked about that, Moffat and the other guy he's writing it with, the one playing Mycroft.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, they talked about it, and it was just like, I don't think we can do it because I don't think we can put them in a position where both of them can shine.
Mm-hmm.
They're and I do get it. They're somehow too different for them to for them to sort of really be able to shine. I mean, leaving everything else aside, Sherlock is a somewhat realistic show. Somewhat.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the things, either the Doctor would be able to solve everything in about 5 seconds, or wouldn't really have a part at all.
Yeah, that's true. I think my most favorite companion of all time will always be Sarah Jane.
Yeah, she was my first. She was in the very first episode I ever saw, so there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Papa wants me to tell y'all what I thought about doing to the kids to keep them from sneaking out of the room at night.
All right.
Okay, so we love the Weeping Angels in our house. The kids love it. We play a game called Weeping Angel where we go 1, 2, 3, open, and they have to freeze, and they say 1, 2, 3, close, and you close your eyes, and they can move. And if they're caught, they have to go all the way back to start. It's kind of like we're like doing like. But anyway, so when we move to the new house, we want to buy a angel statue and put it in the yard.
Oh no!
Oh God!
No!
And then at night, move it into the house and put it at the end of the hallway where the kids' room is.
Oh no! That's just mean. I love it.
And see if they see it at night if they try to sneak out of the room.
No, I homeschooled my son, and what was funny was he watched Doctor Who with us, so he knew about the angels, he knew about the silence, he knew about everything. So when he was doing his schoolwork at the same time I was doing my work from home, every once in a while I would stop, I would kind of look behind me, then I would shake my head. I did this one day, I did it 3 times. And he goes, "Mom, what are you looking at?" I said, "I don't know. I don't remember." And about the 3rd time I said that, he'd go, "Mom, you are freaking me out right now." I said, "Well, you never see them when they're there."
No.
That's all I got from him.
Hey, Madwoman, you really should invite Mama in. I'm sure she has opinions.
Oh, I am sure. Let me see.
I do love it. I wish there I want to just go back and watch it all over again. I wish Netflix hadn't taken it off.
Yeah, not the only one. I have most of the seasons on DVD, but it's not quite the same. It's just annoying. All right, so Daleks aside, favorite monster?
Cybermen.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I like the Cybermen. Probably, I don't know. That's a good question, actually.
Now, here's the question that's been floating around both Twitter and Facebook and everything. If a silence was face-to-face with a weeping angel, what do you think would happen?
The Cybermen and the Weeping Angels.
No, the weeping angels and the silence.
Oh, the Silence.
Yes, the silence.
That's a very good question, actually.
Yes.
Would the silence end up turning into a weeping angel from staring at it too long?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. Oh.
Honestly, that was a development I didn't particularly like.
Yeah.
It worked well enough in the episode, but that was actually a development I didn't particularly fancy because it, to a certain degree, went against the already established sort of biology of the angels.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. It was weird, and I feel like it was a bit of a cheat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I'm just saying that was not my most favorite
Yeah.
development.
I really didn't. I liked it, and then I didn't like it. The reverse timelines between the Doctor and, I hate it when I brain fart. Spoiler.
Oh, River Song.
Yeah, River Song.
That was kind of sweet, but also just like awful.
I kind of liked it at first. Then it got really weird. I'm happy it's over now.
Yeah.
It's just, it was heartbreaking, and I got invested in River. I liked a lot of her personality, and I liked, but you always know it's not gonna last.
Of course.
Yeah.
I really liked the Christmas episode last year with her and Capaldi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just playing the entire episode without her realizing who the hell he is.
Yes.
That was really fun.
Yeah. That was good. He would never ever come here. He just walked up to her and said, "Hello, sweetie."
It was so good.
Yeah.
So I like the Zygons.
Zygons are good.
The
Yeah.
gas mask zombies too. Those were pretty cool.
Oh, that was a pair of creepy episodes for sure.
Leaving Are you my mummy?
Yes.
Oh.
Creepy. So
Leaving
creepy.
everything else aside, that episode had one of the finest endings I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Combined the absolute. I actually almost collapsed laughing my head off when this lady comes up to the doctor and said, "My leg has grown back," and his only comment was, "Are you? There's a war on. Are you sure you just didn't miscount?"
Yes. That was good.
To be perfectly honest, that was more than anything. Probably that was the moment Eccleston won me over. Even not that I needed to, but if I had needed winning over, that was the moment he got me when he was just his absolute manic joy over the fact that he actually managed to get through a story without anyone dying.
Yeah. Of course, those were also the set of episodes with the. It's totally Sonic. It's totally Sonic. What is it?
Yeah.
I never saw.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't forget the banana.
the Endopose, or whatever they're called.
Oh, the adipose. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anything with kids messes me up. But I really like the little fat babies, and I wanted one so bad. I just wanted to hold it.
Like the part at the end where Donna goes, "I'm waving at fat."
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just so squishy. I just wanted to hold it.
Honestly, that episode with Ten and Donna doing the charades from different windows, that was really, really good.
Yeah. And the lady in the room going, "Are we interrupting anything?" That was one of those classic comedy moments.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, that was really good. That was really good. The episode with Tennant on the Clockwork Ship was kind of interesting too.
Oh yeah.
The which one exactly was that?
They were in France.
I mean, there has been a couple. There's been a couple of something like it.
The one where every time you went through either a mirror or a fire.
Oh, that one. Yeah. The one with
It was something the fireplace. That was the name of it, right?
The girl in the fireplace. Exactly. Yeah.
Something in the fireplace.
Oh
And
yeah.
I think I might have invented the banana daiquiri 4 centuries early.
Yes.
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 Yes, the face of Bo.
Yeah.
Good
The
one.
face of Bo was good, especially when you realize, Jack saying, "Yeah, the face of Bo," they used to call me, and the two of them look at each other and go, "Nah, can't be."
Well, my headcanon says it is. Well, everyone's headcanon says it is.
Oh, when they wrote the script, I actually did some back reading on that. When they wrote the script, they did not give Tennant nor his companion the last 2 lines. In other words, they did not see Jack's script at the end of that episode. So those reactions were natural.
I believe you. You could see that, definitely.
Mm-hmm. That was a holy shit.
What about when? Oh gosh, what was it? The lady. The piece of skin.
Oh yeah, her.
Moisturize me.
Yes, moisturize me.
Lady Cassandra.
The last human.
That was
last
so sad. The one with her in the
human.
hospital.
Yeah.
Like, for being a really, literally one-dimensional character, they gave her so much depth in that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was really good.
She's such a cool actress. Oh, do you know why I hate Matt Smith?
No.
Why?
I hate him, but because he made me eat fish fingers and custard because of my children. It was
Why would you
disgusting.
do that?
Because I love my
That was
kids,
horrible.
and we all did it together, and they begged me, and I'm like, fine, it's gonna be gross. I was gonna do it with were biscuits, American cookies, like to make them look like fish fingers. I was gonna do that, but I was working. I didn't have time. Like, fine, fish fingers. I'll never get over that. That was so gross.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I just said no.
My kids to this day still like, nah.
The whole point was that he was in regeneration sickness and had to have the weirdest shit possible.
Right.
He was never meant to be good.
Yeah.
There is a reason that young Amy or Amelia is eating ice cream at the same time and not the damn fish fingers and custard.
You know, that was all the different transitions and sicknesses were kind of funny because the one where it went from 9 to 10, nobody could understand anybody, and then all of a sudden there was perfect understanding, and here comes Tennant. In a row, in pajamas, with bed slippers.
And then orange in his pocket.
Yes.
It was orange or an apple?
No, it was
a sesame.
Optima.
It was a sesame.
Those are like the only oranges you can get over there, though. Well, not only, but that's like the most common orange.
And the big red button. All you know is if I see a button, I want to punch it. I want to push it. Cling.
No second chances. That's the sort of man I am. I love that line.
The only thing is that didn't fit Tennant's character at all.
Mm-mm.
I think
that would have been much more like 9 or, for that matter, 12.
Yeah.
No, I think because he just gets pushed to an end and then.
No, I get it. I love the scene. I'm just saying, considering what happened to Tennant later, it wasn't really his character. There were flashes of it. Certainly, there were flashes of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, he wasn't really the kind of person who just, ended people on a whim.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that was.
I think the only time we got close to the same thing was at actually Donna's first episode, The Runaway Bride.
Yeah.
Where he annihilates the Ragnos.
Yeah. I mean, he does. Even with the Daleks, he doesn't want to completely kill them all.
No. It was like when they first you saw all the Daleks. I'm like, what is this? They're the Dalek Rangers now.
Yeah.
The red, the yellow, the black. I'm like, okay, wait.
I'll try to send Mama the link. Apparently, yours, the one you sent her, won't work.
I sent her another one.
All right.
The patriarchy's trying to silence Mama. We will not allow it.
I'll punch the patriarchy in the face with my baseball bat. Where is it?
There you go.
Well, as you all know, I will very soon be King of England, so I'll make sure she gets him.
England. Not Texas.
No, not Texas.
I think one of my least favorite, I think it was still with 9. The one with the church where she stopped her dad from dying and all that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like
Oh.
it all that much.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good episode, to be perfectly honest.
I think they were just trying to make it for the new fans to understand why he didn't go back and just kill Hitler or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then again, there was an episode called "Let's Kill Hitler." Later,
Yeah.
But let's not quibble.
But they didn't.
We're melody. I loved how they went through the whole thing.
I know they killed
realized-
Hitler. I love the fact that they basically just stuff Hitler in the cupboard and forget about him.
Yes! That was funny.
Can you imagine what that did to his psyche?
I think it could explain a lot about the later war, to be perfectly honest. Just Rory's absolutely exasperated. Shut up, Hitler! It's just
Yeah.
it just sells the whole thing that Hitler, of all people, are completely irrelevant to the whole thing. He's just there
Yeah.
for some weird reason.
Howdy.
Hey, Mama.
I finally got in. Sorry, me and the whole crew are here. Everybody say hi. And we are all Dr. Who's fans. So there are some very strong opinions that we don't always agree with. I do not like Clara. I will say it. I hate Clara. I love Donna. Oh, we scared the baby away. Baby. Oh, he's cool. He was like, I dropped my bottle. Oh, no. And that was pretty much his concern. No, Anyway, no, I didn't. The episode that introduced Donna was great, except for the fact that the alien was completely retarded.
You mean the spider lady?
Dumb. Like, I don't know. You have computer graphics now. You don't need to do horrible, shitty graphics from the 70s.
The thing is, I think that spider thing was actually a practical effect, as far as I'm aware.
And it looked awful. So I'm just saying. It looked really cheesy. It looked like, I will flick you in the nose. See, there's a lot of contention around the Doctor Who thing. But every kid here has their own sonic screwdriver. So.
My sonic screwdriver is my brain.
I am jealous.
That would be cool. Doctor Who needs to figure out how to get a sonic screwdriver to be his finger. Well, yeah, because then he can't lose it.
And then he sends it to him.
Right. But then I guess he couldn't give it to a companion later. So.
Yeah. Then
here, take my finger.
But then, remember that
That would be hilarious, though.
Well, 12 sunglasses, Sonic, so there's that.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Girl. She gave it to Rory. So you can open up the box.
Yes, he did have to give it to Rory so he could open up the Pandorica.
Yeah.
That was a weird episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a great episode.
Oh,
that was
loved it.
fantastic.
I absolutely loved it, but there was not even an attempt to close all the plot holes.
Yeah.
This is true. But my kids really liked Rory stepping up and punching Doctor Who in the face. It was like, okay, he's had enough of this crap. So
I already said it. Rory is my favorite companion of the new series, so I cannot complain about that.
yeah. I don't know what's the name of the new chick. I already don't like her.
Bill, apparently.
Yeah, I don't like her. Like, I already don't like her. I thought Amy was really good. And I liked her and Rory together. I liked Rose. Of course, Sarah Jane is the classic. She will always be my favorite.
Yep.
Because she was like, that's why I like Donna, because she was like Sarah Jane, but sassier. But she was like up for anything, like, yeah, let's do this shit. Like, yeah, come on. And she wasn't crybaby. Like, I'm sorry, but Rose was a crybaby. And I liked Martha a lot, too. I just didn't, I think they kind of had to end it because she wasn't a supporting character, if that makes sense. Like, she was just too strong and on her own and already doing her own shit. Having her there for the interim, and I kind of wish that she had hung around a little longer, but I understood why they had her and then went on with Torchwood and stuff, but it was still a bummer.
Yeah.
Because I liked her.
I just found a Danish website who sell, or at least a website in Danish who sells sonic screwdriver replicas. What I really like about it is when you translate the advertising, it's the physician can always trust his sonic screwdriver.
Physician. That would be really funny. Just start calling him the physician.
Yeah.
If we ever like end up with Edgelord or Lord Secret Santa, we know what people are getting for Christmas.
That's great.
That would be kind of fun.
There's actually a website that sells a pen set in the style of all the different Sonic.
Ooh.
Yep. They also sell a TARDIS key set. I don't have $270 to spend on a key set, sweetheart. Please, I want it.
I was saying earlier.
I want it. I do.
I have a TARDIS kingpin, so.
Oh, I'm so jealous right now. Is it a spring form, or what are we talking? What kind of cake pan?
It's actually the silicone kind. So you have to put it in and it's like a size of a small loaf pan.
Mm-hmm.
and you have to do both sides and then put it together so the crease is not on the side, it's vertical. So you have to like put it together. So you basically have to have 2 rods through each side to hold it together. But, you know, when
I'm jealous. I want it.
when you visit me, I will make you a TARDIS cake.
Yay! So
My
guys,
birthday,
so
July
make
29th.
us a TARDIS cake. Oh, cool. Everybody's a fan.
Will it be like tall?
Yes.
Oh,
We-
yay! Oh.
They're like losing it over here. It's like a TARDIS cake?
Oh my gosh, I've got to make one to have a picture.
No. Say again?
I'm going to have to make one and post a picture now.
Yes, you do.
My birthday's
Yeah,
July
probably.
29th. Let me know when you're mailing my cake.
Dude, FoodCon will happen next year, and we will all like meet in Texas, and we will have us a throwdown, and we will have a TARDIS cake with this barbecue that we're going to have.
This is what I'm saying. We're calling it FoodCon, but what I think we should call it is the Shitlord Family Reunion, because that seems more fun.
Yes, because you are the cool sister.
Bring all the kids. We'll play stupid games that nobody wants to play. Have watermelon seed spitting contests. The whole thing. It'll be like that movie, The Great Outdoors.
Yeah.
No, my children haven't seen The Great Outdoors. It's cool.
Great indoors.
Sorry.
What about the great indoors?
Okay, we heard you. It's a ham. There is somebody out here in Arizona who has a Scion, you know, that boxy little car, and they did the window tint to look like the TARDIS, and the license plate says TARDIS. I'm like, I want this car. They beat me to it. It looks like the car version of the TARDIS. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. It's so cool. I don't think it actually works, sweetie.
But we have to go 88 miles per hour.
Wrong movie, and you are triggering me. He does it all the time. Alright, I'm muting you guys.
Okay, Skepo says for Mama to check her DM.
Right.
Okay.
Who says what?
Check your DMs because she's buying you what that link takes you to.
I am yelling at my children. He is trying to put Back to the Future in with this, and I'm so triggered right now.
That's the one I have.
We have to go 88 miles per hour.
That's
The
exactly.
TARDIS doesn't need to go 88 miles per hour. You're so scaring me. Stop it. It does this to me all the time. Oh, like when he says there's Klingons in Star Wars, and I'm like completely spurging out, and he's like, it's not that big a deal. I'm like, you don't understand. Come on, load thing. Sorry. Okay. Now, so you guys can talk, and my kids won't talk over you, or I won't.
Yeah, I think we all need to just, get a few campsites at Lake Bonham and just have a good old time.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, Bonham is
Doctor
beautiful.
Who. Favorite episode?
Oh, my favorite episode of all time has got to be after the regeneration from 3 to 4. That episode where he's trying on all the different outfits to see if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
appropriate.
Brain of Mobius, in my case. In the new series. Oh, dear, that's a bad one. Probably actually the 50 years. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, my favorite one in the new one has got to be the 50th anniversary because there was way too many good lines in that movie.
Yeah.
I feel so awful. I don't know titles of things.
Well, if you tell me, if you actually have one, just say which it is. I'm pretty sure what happened. I'm pretty sure we can figure it out.
Oh my gosh, it was the last. I think it was last episode, maybe it was the last episode of Eccleston when Rose looks into the TARDIS or whatever.
Yeah,
behind the
yeah.
TARDIS,
Yeah, Eccleston's final.
and it's too much and everything, and she's like crying, and it's just too much, and he goes, "Looks like you need a doctor," and he kisses her. Oh my gosh!
Someone.
Yeah, Journey's End is really cool.
That wasn't Journey's End, by the way, but Journey's End was really cool as well. Parting of the Ways. The last Eccleston one was called. Journey's End was that actually the last with Rose? Might have been. The year after? Might have been.
Might have been. Might have been.
Is that the one where she ends up killing all the Daleks and he can't travel with her anymore?
Yeah, it's the one where they're separated by, separate dimension thingies.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Now I can talk. Oh, it's so sad. I love it though. That's my very favorite episode.
And that's also the series of episodes where you get to see the Daleks actually be shitlords against the Cybermen. He goes, you're good at one thing, dying.
Oh, that is so good. Honestly, the whole thing was just so brilliant, and then Mickey comes in with his like Stephen Hawking meets the speaking clock.
Yeah.
That was...
There were so many. It's like it's so hard to choose favorite episodes.
Leaving everything else aside, at some point, Daleks can become a bit overused.
Yeah.
But in the Dalek versus Cyberman episode, when they have dealt with the Cybermen or the ghosts or whatever, during the entire episode, they finally get the Void ship open. And instead of everything, there's this amazing music, and then 4 Daleks come out. It's that's rather good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna hit Papa. His comment, my favorite was the one where they were in the TARDIS.
Well, there is the one where they're in the TARDIS the entire time. During Smith last season, into the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Just saying.
He's just... I sometimes, Papa, I kind of hate you.
I
Likes to mess with me. He gets away with it, though. But anyway, back on topic.
Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to open up somehow my Chrome shut down in the back there. Roman's going, wait, why am I not in there? Let me see if I can shoot him a link real quick. Hang on. And see if the link, cross your fingers if the link works, because gee whiz. Google. That's all I have to say.
I did like the old version, the old ones were in, was it no, it was a new one, never mind. I thought they did an old version of like a medieval castle and everything, but I can't remember what the monsters were.
Oh, there were several in the in medieval castles, so that's
and like they were making them like it was kind of like Robin Hood, but Robin Hood wasn't around. Oh, and it was
there
like
was a Robin Hood episode with Matt Smith.
No, not that
No,
one.
I thought that was Peter Capaldi, where Robin Hood was the robot.
Oh, sorry, that was Capaldi. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Matt Smith. No, you're right.
Just remember that.
Not many of us like Clara. Can we really say that in that medieval costume she looked pretty damn good?
I refuse. I hated her. I hated her from the beginning to the end. I hated her. There you go.
I mean, she
Just to take the opposing position.
she
Sorry?
but I can still hate her.
Yeah.
True.
She can look great.
Women.
I never hated Clara. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mama. You can hate me now. I never hated her. She was never one of my favorite companions, but I never hated her, to be perfectly honest.
I think they revolved too many storylines around.
Yeah, that was the thing. Actually, that's a general thing of mine. That might just be because I have a weird idea of it. I don't mind the companion saving the day now and again, I think in the latter years, the show has had a tendency to forget that we're basically watching it for the Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt more like this is Clara and her companion, the Doctor, and oh yeah, he just happens to have a TARDIS.
Yeah.
I did
That-
like the episode where she became the Dalek.
That's
That
pretty good.
That was a good one.
I
Well,
liked
she always was the Dalek. She just didn't know it.
That is true.
I did like that one. Eggs. That
It
was-
just made me so sad because she didn't know that she was the Dalek, and I was like, oh god, that sucks.
Yeah. Then I think one of the creepiest episodes next to the Angels and the Silence was the episode where they were in the castle and the people were creating basically clones of themselves to harvest the toxic material.
Yeah, the Rebel Flesh episodes.
Yes.
What was the one? I can't remember it. Where's the first one where the first time you meet? God, I can't remember his name. Oh my god, it just left me. The Sontaran General.
Strax is the one who
yes.
becomes comic relief for Vastra and Jenny.
Yes, I love Strax.
Strax is amazing.
He's
Strax is fucking amazing.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite lines with him is when they all have to do the mental link and he looks at the guy he's sparring with, he goes, "You're going to have to hit me. You may have to do it more than once."
No, I mean, I do get the first time we see Strax when he's acting as a nurse.
Yes.
You will be fine, boy, and then you can grow up to be a victim of the great and powerful and glorious Sontaran Empire.
Sontaran Empire.
And do try to
I
get
hope
some
you-
rest.
What did she say? I hope to kill you one day. Like, okay.
There's no
Not really
point.
sure how to feel about that.
Coke, though? There was a Coke in the back of the fridge.
Yeah, I got it. That's it. Sorry.
I don't
Mom
think there was a
life.
Coke in the back of the fridge in any Doctor Who episode I watched.
Strax yelling at the horse because the horse got lost.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like the it's which one are we talking about? The doppelganger episode? That's not the Rebel Flesh, is it?
No. Yeah, the doppelganger episode.
Yeah, it is.
Same one.
Okay, that was the one that where he like makes the doppelganger of himself.
Yeah.
And I was very confused, but that was really cool though. I mean, I don't know, I liked it, and it came into play a lot later too.
Yeah.
Let me, by the way, state that leaving aside the fact that it started the whole River Song thing, the Forest of the Dead and Silence in the Library were actually really, really good episodes.
Yes.
Oh, who's got a problem with River Song here? What's this about?
I don't have a problem with River. I think that the River storyline was too long.
What?
You shut your whore mouth.
Oh my god.
That's you.
Okay.
I'm disgusted. I'm absolutely disgusted.
That was love.
Yes,
He
it
knew
was,
his name.
apparently.
Nobody knew his name except him. But not even Amy.
And the other 5 or 6 people who've known it throughout the years. But let's not quibble over details.
You know what I'm talking about. Don't be like that. I did think that the story was unnecessarily complicated, I will say that. But it did make it interesting.
Yeah, I didn't like the fact that his timeline was going forwards and hers was going backwards. And it's like, okay, how does that... I know this is the Whooniverse, but god damn it, how does that work? 'Cause you make
That was why I felt like it went too long, because a lot of episode, and I would like to retract that because I didn't. I actually liked the River Song character very much, but towards the end of the thing, it was like you're moving back towards Forest of the Dead and Silence in the Library, but you're really not, because it never really showed that they hadn't met before.
Yeah, you're right.
Or that their
true.
relationship grew less friendly, or whatever you want to call it.
That's true and it's not, because remember he talked about having his memory is very jumbled from all of his travels.
Yeah, but it's not him. It's the River character. River grows to love him more and more and more and more, despite meeting him less and less and less.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because she's losing him.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah, but
Like, part of her knows that. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but
The memories are all jumbled, so part of her knows that she's losing him every time she sees him.
Yeah, but she's not leaving him per se. She's getting to know him less and less because he's supposed to be meeting her earlier and earlier.
Oh, I see. So, but I see. You're saying she seems more and more familiar with him.
She seems more and more familiar to him as far as the episodes go forward, despite she should be able to know him less and less. Like I said, I love the River Song character. I just felt like it would have been better if they would have just been jumbled in how they met each other rather than moving in opposite directions.
Sorry, couldn't find my headset.
Roman.
Hey, Mama.
Hello.
Hey, there, Shagrin. And Skepo, and was this Tim?
Yep.
Okay.
Tim, yep.
What did I miss? Because I literally just got off work when I saw this.
I got my ass kicked over River Song. That was, I think, the only thing.
Oh, really? Were you pro River Song or against?
I am pro River Song. I make no bones about it. I just felt like the storyline made very little sense towards the end of it.
I was kind of pro River Song for a long time until I started listening to the audios and realized they kind of just stole her from a couple of audio companions.
Yeah, but let's be fair about that. A crap ton of episodes and storylines in the new series have been
stolen from the
directly
audios.
from Big
Yeah.
Finish.
Oh yeah, I love Big Finish so much. Big Finish has made me love the Sixth Doctor. Like
I mentioned that earlier.
This is my favorite.
If you don't like the Sixth Doctor, just listen to his audiobooks.
May I bring something up that I'm sorry. While we're talking about other doctors and moving back and forth through time and doctors, what are they going to do now that John Hurt has died?
Probably just not do much more with him.
Yeah, I just don't think. Probably
with
leave
the
that
end Doctor character, you know.
Oh, They might put a little bit more, try and put a little bit more pressure or sweeten the pot to get the Ninth Doctor.
Eccleston isn't coming back now.
You don't think so?
Eccleston isn't coming back. I don't think he wants to anymore.
Too bad.
He won't come back. That's a drag.
I was hoping
he was the one who turned down the anniversary.
I was hoping he'd at least do audios or something.
I don't.
Well,
think so.
I don't think he didn't want to do it, did he?
No, not really.
Then why do Doctor Who at all?
Well, I don't think he had a problem doing Doctor Who. He didn't want to commit to it for a very long time, and then he fell out with some of the production crew, as far as I know.
Yeah, but he had to know that the fandom would get attached. I mean, of
course. But that's Christopher Eccleston. If you actually look at him and his career, he's not exactly he's not really a fame-seeking kind of person. Let's put it like that.
Too bad. I thought they could have told a lot more stories with the Ninth Doctor.
I agree. Eccleston was brilliant.
He was.
I honestly don't. Apart from 5, I don't think there's ever been a Doctor I really disliked. It's just that I like some more than others. I didn't like 5, and I like Peter Davison quite a bit. But
pretty cool.
5th Doctor, wasn't my style.
Too wishy-washy.
Not so much too wishy-washy. More of a. Why the fuck are you even doing this, dude? It seems like you don't want to go on adventures.
Yes, it seemed like he was just there. Just kind of like he was a stuffed shirt.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
He used to say, when he used to think about, like, it doesn't matter that I left, it only matters that I did it, or something like that. He had this famous saying, like, he would always say something like that.
I don't. If your heart wasn't in it, you didn't need to be the Doctor, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be like if you took anything that was that big, like if you became like a captain on a Star Trek ship and you weren't in it all the way. Like you're gonna have every fan after you.
Yeah.
You'll be the guy that hates the fans, but
Yeah.
I don't think Peter Davison is like that. Like he might not have been into it during his TV run, but he's like way more into it now that he's older.
I don't know if he wasn't into it during his TV run. Like I said, I don't have a problem with Peter Davison. I didn't like the Fifth Doctor as a character.
Yeah.
You're saying that the Fifth Doctor would have been more suited to being trapped on Earth like the Third Doctor than the
Probably
Third
yes. To be perfectly honest, actually, probably more suitable to be trapped on Earth than the Third.
Well, like the Third Doctor, like he shocked me, not in the way that he played the Doctor, but it was like the first time I ever saw the Doctor with a tattoo.
Judo chop.
It's like
Tell that story.
But he was working on the car, on that, the car that he always tootled around with being stuck on Earth. And then I'm like, wait a minute, what is? And I had to pause it, and I walked up to the TV and I went, "That's a tattoo. The Doctor has a tattoo."
Yep. Well,
So I have a question. If he gets a tattoo, does it come off in the next regeneration?
Yeah.
Yes, they actually
That's
addressed
a
that.
drag. You'd have to keep getting the same tattoo over and over and over again. You'd have to be getting
they
rose
addressed-
forever.
They addressed that in The Doctor's Wife, where he
they did.
where he talks about one of his old Time Lord friends who had to keep getting the same what was it, serpent or snake tattoo or something
Yeah.
every time he regenerated.
Yeah.
On the plus side, you don't have to worry about fading too much, I guess.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and I think that was also the episode where they hinted at that very same one. The very same Doctor actually regenerated as a woman.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, that opened up a possibility, but I don't know whether or not I would like a female Doctor. I mean, Missy's great. Don't get me wrong. Missy is great. But I don't know what my reaction would be if the Doctor regenerated and he was now female.
I could probably live with it if it wasn't for the fact that I thought they would do it because they wanted to make the Doctor female, not because they felt like they could tell some interesting stories with it.
Right.
Yeah.
I like the way what's her name, Michelle Gomez plays the Master, because she does like an almost carbon copy impersonation of Anthony Ainley's smile.
Yes,
like,
she does.
Like it's hurting me. It's hurting my face to smile.
You notice that too. It's so amazing.
Like, wow, she's doing spot on impersonation. She even has his wardrobe.
For God's
That's
sake,
such
she
a good
looks so
description,
much
though.
like him.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't think about that, but yeah, she does. She does really, really well.
Yeah. I mean, I liked it when they first hinted at her being the Master, her being in the courtyard, kind of being a little jovial, kind of dancing a little bit. And it's like, it made you think, like, okay, this is going to be the new Nemesis, but is she new or is she old?
Well, I mean, I think the question was really divided. Is this the Master or is it the Rani?
Yeah.
I think that was really the only sort of real question.
Yeah, I think all the science thing was like a red herring. All the science bits she was doing was like everybody's like, oh, this is a Ronnie story, obviously, and then Master.
It was annoying though that she seemed to be more Clara's nemesis this last time around.
Those were funny interactions, though. I relished Clara getting her ass whipped by the Master all the time.
I do get it, but again, I commented on that earlier. And it's one of my major problems doing some of the stories in the latter series, that the Doctor seemed to have become a side character to whatever companion is there at the time.
Well, I'm glad they reversed that, because this season has been just spot on. I love it.
Yeah,
Oh, you're the only one then in that case.
my favorite.
Oh,
episode-
I'm really enjoying it.
I haven't seen any episodes, but everyone else seemed to has mixed feelings about it.
Well, I like Bill. I think she's like a more low key Donna, and who I love. So it's and I just think the stories are a little bit stronger this season, and you know what? And I think just the relief of not having Clara around is probably really coloring it.
Thank you.
I kind of got tired of her.
I hate her. I just hate her character. She's such a bitch.
I think my favorite episode with Clara and Missy was when they had to go underground in the Dalek city, and Missy just really didn't give a shit what happened to her. Let's see. Go down there first. You go in first. And when she fell, and ow, you saw the smile on Missy's face, like, I'm gonna have fun with this.
Yeah, but I mean, one of the reasons I like that, leaving aside the fact that I actually liked Clara at first, but she started to grow annoying eventually to me as well. But what I liked about it is that for a while there, it seemed like they almost, to a certain degree, moved Missy in a semi-sympathetic way, or moved her into a sort of semi-sympathetic character. It's good to be aware that the fact is she's still the fucking master. She's still supposed to be a villain.
Yeah, unrepentantly evil, right there at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like the master before you knew what it was. As Missy, it was more like she's acting more like the relationship between her and the Doctor to me is more the relationship between like Professor X and Magneto.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're friends. They're on two opposite sides of the coin as far as what's going on. But I mean, to me, that's what it reminds me of right now. That particular dynamic.
I'm actually really excited for the two Masters story that they're going to be doing. So
yeah, that's going to be so cool. Also, because I absolutely love John Sims as the master.
Really, he's like my least favorite one. I'm sure you probably hear that a lot, though.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, you're up. Yes and no, because my absolute least favorite master is obviously from a TV movie.
Eric Roberts. You're right. I always forget about Eric Roberts.
Yeah, with good reasons. No, I like Chris Sims because he was so very, very different from both Anthony Ainley and come on,
right.
Roger Delgado.
Yeah,
but at the same time, still sort of maintaining some of the same kind of traits.
Yeah. I kind of wish the older guy who was Dr. Yana before he remembered who he was played it a little longer.
Well, he happens to be one of my favorite actors of all time, so there's absolutely no way I would disagree with you on that one. He could have stayed in forever. I think the main problem is he's too fucking famous.
Oh yeah, but his what 5 minutes in full master mode was just like, oh my god, chilling.
Yeah, but I mean, he is one of the best actors of all times, in my opinion. So, leaving that what it is, that's Derek Jacobi is just astounding.
Yep.
Again, if anyone, I know this is not Doctor Who, if anyone likes anything to do with ancient Rome, go watch I, Claudius, where he plays the Emperor. Just go watch it. It's astounding.
I've been meaning to, but it's hard to find.
That's true. I have it on DVD.
It is.
Kind of how I get it.
It's not even on Amazon Prime, which is surprising because they seem to just dump a lot of shit on there, just to have stuff on there.
Last time I saw it available for watching was like on VHS in the 90s at the public library.
Okay, here's a question for all the Whovians here. Who are your top 5 companions?
Sarah Jane, Rory, probably back to Jamie, if I have to be honest. I also liked what's his name? The very first companion.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
All the way back to Hartnell, the Hartnell era.
Yeah. Okay.
And Donna probably.
And Donna. Shagrin, who are your top 5?
Oh my gosh. I know it's awful, but Rose. I know it's awful, but like her and Eccleston, like that was so like that's like my favorite part. Like that's what drew me into the whole series. So of course, Rose, Donna, love Donna. I don't have a top 5. I just have a top 2.
Okay. If all you can think of is 2, that's cool. Roman, you're 5.
Can I use audio companions?
Yeah.
Well, if we can use audio companions, I want to add Fitz.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then, if we're using audio companions, I actually am one of the. I love Charlie Pollard and Evelyn, 6 Doctors, companion Evelyn. As far as the television companions, I like Ace and Donna. Ace, Donna, and who else would I enjoy? Oh gosh, they're also great.
Ace would probably be number 6 on my list, just because I loved how she and Seven interacted. And the fact that she destroyed a fucking Dalek with a baseball bat.
Yes!
Ah, I totally forgot about Alfie's dad.
Oh.
Huh?
He just had a few, like, he had like 2 episodes with Matt Smith.
Rory's father.
Rory.
No, Donna's father, right?
Oh, Donna's father.
No, not Don.
Is it?
Oh! I know who you mean, the talk show host guy.
The guy who had his wife was off on holiday when Matt Smith came.
What is that guy's name?
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's got a big show here in America.
Yeah, that dude.
James Corbin? Is that his name?
Yeah, Corbin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like it. Yeah.
I loved the baby.
Yeah.
Well,
Here's his dad, like, trying to figure, like, how to take care of his son by himself without his wife around. And
Yes.
here comes the doctor.
Oh, okay. I remember my 5th one. It was Romana.
Okay.
Robana was good. Which one?
She was good. I like
I
Tegan. Or Tegan.
Oh, Tegan's great too.
The
There's a lot of
Australian
good
chick.
companions,
Yeah.
okay?
I like Romana 1 a little better than 2, but I like both Romanas.
Okay.
Even though, like, Richard Dawkins is married to a Romana.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, the banter Romana 1 has with the Doctor in, I think, her very first episode over what he should call her is amazing.
Okay, Mama, you're 5.
Definitely Sarah Jane, Tegan, Donna, Martha, and then I guess K9 because K9 was awesome.
Yeah,
And I was really little when I started watching Doctor Who, and I wanted a K9 like so bad.
Okay,
I thought they were real.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Okay. Since we have been talking about school reunion, getting Sarah Jane back was amazingly awesome. Getting K9 to just sass off Anthony Stewart Head as the villain was just so fucking brilliant.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You're a bad dog.
Affirmative.
Yes. Okay, let me see. My 5. Sarah Jane, Leela.
Leela.
James
Oh, I love Leela too.
Yeah,
I
we'll
hadn't
cross that
expected that,
argument.
honestly.
Yeah, Leela. Let me see. Donna. I did like Martha. I thought she got a raw deal, but I did like Martha. And my 5th one was Adric.
What?
Adric?
I liked it because of the sacrifice that he did at the end of his run.
Hey, dude, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying not someone you hear mentioned often.
Yeah.
It's so strange. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't like. I think it was Perry, the one that was paired up with Colin Baker. I thought she was the most annoying thing.
Yes, I agree. However,
Her and the physical, the phys ed teacher or the freaking aerobics teacher or whatever.
oh, Mel?
Mel, I thought she was a little annoying too.
gotta give Perry one thing though. I wasn't a big fan of Perry Brown either, but give her one thing: the exchange she has with the Master at one point, where he's trying to can't even remember if he's trying to hypnotize her or hypnotize someone else, but she's just like, my name is Purple Gilliam Brown, and I can shout just as high as you can.
Yes.
I like that Mel ditched the screaming in the audios. Let's just kayfabe the screaming. Let's put that away for a while.
I mean, everybody is like, let me see. Okay, now next question. Top 5 favorite doctors. Go, Tim.
Okay. 4, 10, 11, 7, and 2.
Okay. Shagrin.
9.
Well, that's a bit unfair to someone who's only seen the 4 in the new series.
Yeah. I like all the ones I've seen except for Capaldi, really.
Oh, I like Capaldi.
I don't. He's
Right,
not
Roman,
really
your
grown
favorite.
on me yet. I'm gonna like him about the time he like his final episode. I'll finally get to where I like him.
That happens sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, that does. That happens sometimes. All right, Roman, your top 5.
Let's see. Let's go with. I of course love the 6th Doctor. I'm a big fan of 9 too. 2 is really great. What I've been able to like find and watch has been awesome of the 2nd Doctor. And let's see. As far as the new Doctors, Capaldi 9, and that's pretty much it on as far as favorites. Oh yeah, and 8. 8 is I really like 8. I know he's only gotten like 2 on-screen appearances, but his audio stuff makes it worthwhile.
Okay, cool. How about you, Mama?
I have to do 4 because Tom Baker was my first Doctor. Then I think 6 because that's when I started watching, and then I think like 8 through 12. Although John Hurt is my favorite Doctor, but he's only in like that one episode with Bad Wolf, so it's like. Ugh.
Was I the only one? I have to ask. Even though I knew he'd done some shots for the anniversary, was I the only one who marked out like fuck when Tom Baker appeared on screen?
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Yeah, that was good.
I knew he was. I knew it was coming. I knew he shot some scenes. I knew they were in it. It was just like.
Yes.
Definitely.
Fangirling. Yeah, I did.
All the neighborhood dogs start howling.
Basically, yeah.
Let's see. My top 5 Doctors are 4, 3, 10, 11, and 2.
Pertwee was really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's really hard to pick because you'll like different aspects of different Doctors or like different storylines from different series.
I mean,
So
leaving everything else aside, the relationship between 3 and the Brigadier was probably one of the strongest ones ever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
the thing. I just love the character so much. Like everyone has played it has added something to it that I don't dislike.
Yeah. It was funny that Pertwee came out later that he was a bit of a klepto because he would take stuff home from the set and he would take the car home every day.
Smart man.
I hope they actually I don't know if they'll actually swing it or they'll think it'll fly with a modern audience. But his son looks so much like him. Please, I hope they get him on the show somehow.
Oh yes.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool actually.
He does his father's character for the audios too, which is nice.
Oh,
that's true.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's so cool.
When I was watching him on Gotham, I'm like, why does he look familiar? Why does he look familiar? And then I looked it up and I went, aha, okay, I got it.
Excuse me.
Does Delgado have a son who can play the Master against Pertwee's kid?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
My kids actually were the ones who pointed out that Peter Capaldi was in the Pompeii episode before he became the Doctor, and I was like, "That's so crazy!" I literally didn't even notice, didn't even think about it.
Donna was one of the priestesses in that episode. Not Donna.
No, Amy.
Amy was one of the priestesses.
Well.
Was she?
Yeah.
Well, no. Well,
dang it. Now I have to go watch it.
The actress was one of them. Yeah.
Speaking of the actress, has everybody seen Guardians 2 yet?
Nope.
I haven't. No spoilers, please.
It's pretty awesome.
Like, this is my favorite comic book movie to come out in, like, the entire last decade. Please don't ruin it for me.
If you like the last one, I think you really like this one because the characters are just gold.
Is it worth my $8.50?
Yeah, it's worth your $10.50 depending on where you are.
Well, no, the last time I saw it at midnight when it came out, and I was like, so glad I did because there were one, no freaking kids there, and two, there were like 6 people in the audience because something else came out that weekend. I think it was the Ninja Turtles movie, so like nobody was in there. It was the best.
I need to go watch it in IMAX. I think. I think it deserves an IMAX viewing.
Oh,
You know what? I bet it's playing at the IMAX out here too.
Yeah. Well, we went over. I like to keep them about an hour and a half or a little over, but that's okay. So thank you for joining us for our Totally Geeked Out Whovian stream. And as I call you, you can shill the living snot out of your Twitter and your YouTube. Go ahead.
I have a YouTube on the Sage Krosnell where I talk about history and travel and whatever takes my fancy at any given point. I am on Twitter as either Sage Krosnell or Slay Heron, and I talk about all weird and shitty stuff. So there you go.
Shagrin.
Okay, I am Shagrin Ann Barret. I have a YouTube channel where I discuss about child sex abuse prevention, and I also have a funny series called White Trash Wednesdays. So I tell funny stories about my childhood. I can be found on Twitter at Blue Bonnet, where the E in bonnet is actually a 3. I'm also a part of the lovely ladies of the men's movement calendar that's going on. So y'all guys can also look that up as well. Just go on my Twitter. It's the first pinned tweet. Thanks.
Okay, Roman.
Oh, hey, my channel's called Roman Lives. I am very bad at making content regularly, and it's pretty terrible content anyway, but subscribe out of pity. To do a guy a good turn. Boost my ego. help a nigga out.
Mama. Uh-oh.
If I could unmute, I'm Base Mama. I'm also in the calendar, eventually, and learn Klingon and impress your friends and family.
All right, bye. Within the next hour, I will probably have everybody's Twitter and YouTube links down below in the description. Thank you for joining us for Totally Geeked Out. I'm hoping to do these either on the off Saturdays that I'm not playing D&D or somewhere in the middle of the week to where it doesn't, run into somebody else's live streaming schedule, which is not as easy as it sounds. So you guys take care of each other. Have a good evening. And if you haven't had dinner yet, may you enjoy your dinner. If you haven't had breakfast yet, what are you waiting for? And catch you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.